So again, it's me in Cording. It gives me great pleasure to hand over to my colleague, Pam Sharman, who will say a few words about herself and then talk us through using the actual Life Beauty device.
Hello, I'm Pam Sharman, a business partner with BPT Web Wellness based in London, and we will be talking about how to use the Life Beauty device, its capabilities, protocols for its effective use, and the secrets of home cosmetology. Life Beauty combines the most effective and safe methods of rejuvenation. RF lifting is radio frequency lifting, which goes deep into the skin for a facelift. Phonophoresis is helping the deep absorption of cosmetic products. Myostimulation is a muscle relaxing treatment, and light exposure is very beneficial for all of us throughout the body, the body's cells. The skin is a protective barrier, and it's a complex organ, the largest of all our organs, but the last to benefit from any food, nutrients, vitamins, etc. It's said that the skin is a mirror of our souls, so can indicate psychological problems, stress, the condition of our internal organs, and the quality or not of our eating habits. What does the skin tell us? Several things, including how wrinkles can speak of sorrows and joys, and scars about wounds and injuries, about our fears of old age if we have too much Botox. Fear gives us goosebumps, and acne can be a result of the diet we have, excessively consuming milk, sugar, and flour products. The speed of skin regeneration process varies according to age. Up to 25 years of age, a skin regenerates in approximately 28 days. However, by the time we get to age 60 and above, the regeneration slows down to every 2 or 3 months. The causes of poor regeneration include things like decreased immunity, excessive stress, lack of sleep, poor nutrition, lack of physical activity, hormonal changes, and constant experience of high pollution and dustiness. Now, when we're talking about skin care, you can make multiple visits to a specialist in a beauty parlour and add up the cost of that, how many treatments you need, over what period, at what cost, or you can consider undertaking self-care with a Life Beauty device at home. The main functionality we're talking about today is RF lifting, a cosmetological procedure aimed at restoring the plasticity and elasticity of the skin by exposing it to radio frequency radiation. And this has the objective of recovering the fibroelastin lost by aging or poor lifestyle. It's done by use of an LED emitting diode using infrared radiation. For those who want the technical spec, it's 470 kilohertz up to 6 megahertz, and it uses the red and the blinking red mode on the device. The inner layer of the skin is the skeleton that forms and maintains the shape of the skin. The main cells are fibroblasts, in which young cells and components of the intercellular substance are created. The intercellular substance is basically where tissue cells are embedded and includes gel-like hyaluronic acid, collagen and elastin, etc. Collagen and elastin are the main structural proteins of the skin. What happens during the RF lifting procedure? The tissues are heated up to a high temperature of 40 to 42 degrees. And this reduces the collagen spirals and makes them firmer, activates the main skin cells, which are the fibroblasts. So the skin is tightened and wrinkles become less visible. But RF lifting does not damage the integrity of the skin. So the effects, stretch collagen and elastin molecules again become firmer and more elastic as they were when we were young. Enhanced skin regeneration occurs, the skin shrinks and contracts, and a noticeable facelift takes place, and blood circulation and lymph flow are improved. Also, elasticity and vascular permeability are restored so that blood flows more favourably through the vessels. Damaged molecules are destroyed and new ones formed in their place so that our skin looks younger. And lipolysis, the process of breaking down neutral fats, is stimulated and fatty deposits reduced. And the effect can last for up to 2 or 3 months following the procedure. Now, a typical skincare regime is cleanse, tone, and moisturize, and toning effectively restores the skin's natural pH balance after washing in water. So for a dry, sensitive skin, you want to choose good quality products appropriate for that skin type. So we'd start by removing makeup and cleansing the skin using micellar water, but we need the soft gel for washing to wash off the micellar water, as this does not naturally cleanse itself off the skin. So wash off the makeup and massage for 2 minutes with lathered soft gel. As we've said, skin toning is necessary after each washing. The gel for the device is a special gel, which we'll talk about in a minute. Apply that in a thin layer and use the Life Beauty device on the zones for 10 minutes along the massage lines. For dry, sensitive skin, we're using modes 1 to 3 with the red colour or the flashing red. Afterwards, you can, if you wish, use a soothing mask after removing the gel with cotton pads, and the mask should remain on the skin for 15 to 20 minutes and then wash off with warm water, apply toner and an appropriate serum and cream. So the oily combination skin regime is pretty much the same, but using a product appropriate for oily and combination skin. However, the mode, it can be 1 to 4 and colour, just the colour red. The Life Beauty RF function has many uses to improve skin, and those include burning fat in problem areas, can correct stretch marks, and eliminate cellulite. Now, the important protocols that we need to observe before using the Life Beauty device. So those wearing contact lenses should remove them along with any metal items, including jewellery, before commencing the procedure. Eye protection, particularly when using flashing lights, is advised, and that these can be cotton pads. The gel we need to use should contain hyaluronic acid, and for RF lifting, we do not use oils or oil-based products. Drink a glass of warm water before the procedure, and it's normal to experience light tingling and redness when we are using high frequency waves. Do not use a solarium, sunbeds or saunas for 1 to 3 days before using the device, and avoid being in contrasting or extreme temperatures. Applying decorative cosmetics, makeup effectively immediately after the procedure is not advised. If you have metal implants like fillings, you need to protect them by mouth guards, particularly if the red light is being used. Mouth guards could be those used by sportsmen or for teeth whitening. Do not have beauty injections, Botox or fillers before using the device. Leave it for, prepare the skin and leave it 3-4 months so that the Botox effect is enhanced and lasts longer. And for further enhancement of the effects achieved, cosmeceuticals are recommended. Now, there are intensive courses for dry and sensitive skin or for oily and combination skin, and these would be typically once or twice a week for a course of 10 procedures or 10 to 15 procedures for the oily combination skin. So this stretches the course over about 5 or 6 weeks or so. And following that, for dry and sensitive skin, once a month for massage or myostimulation, etc. And for the oily and combination skin, once or twice a week, massage and myostimulation again, etc. Now, these are the automatic programs you'll see on the app for the Life Beauty device. And for use of all of these, the colour modes are pre-selected, so you don't need to worry about those. So for lymph drainage program, start the program, and this shows a yellow flashing colour. We use it to remove toxins, relieve edema, which is puffiness or fluid accumulation, as preparation for further procedures. And the duration should be a maximum of 10 minutes. The anti-aging program uses combined red and yellow lights and can be used as a standalone complex for wrinkle correction and rejuvenation, again 10 minutes. For muscle relaxation program, a combination of red and blue is pre-selected to improve muscle tone, microcirculation through the smallest of the blood vessels, and this gives a similar effect to a training session. Muscle myostimulation makes the muscles more resilient, improves the body relief and rejuvenates the face. And this can be alternated with the lymph drainage program. Now, when you're using the smartphone app, you're also able to select the light colours according to your skin type and age for face zones, RF lifting, and the user program selected from the programmer or the autocomplex is generated. Yellow would be for young ages, blue for medium ages or sensitive skin, and the red for the RF lifting programs. Now, this is an interesting face map. It mirrors our organs so that when working with autocomplexes, the face zones depicted will address the issues in the underlying organs through the use of the frequencies and not just the facial zones you're treating. For those of you familiar with the Life Expert and Life Expert Profi testing devices, the autocomplex is important to run after the Express Test program. It automatically analyses your deviations from the normal function of your organs and systems. It tests all layers of the skin, and based on the data obtained, analyses all the problems that you may experience in the near future if you don't take action. It selects the correct correction programs that you specifically need. Now, we have a series of programs to run for months 1, 2, 3, and in certain circumstances, month 4. And these typically require us to run an express test on days 1, 4, and 7, generate the autocomplex from these days, run it alongside the lymph drainage program. So for day 1, it's express test, autocomplex, and lymph drainage. Days 2 and 3, the same autocomplex and lymph drainage. And day 4, we produce a new autocomplex and run that one on days 5 and 6 alongside lymph drainage. And then on day 7, another express test with an updated autocomplex, which we run alongside lymph drainage. For days 8 to 10, have a rest from using the Life Beauty device and let the skin settle down. Repeat that regime twice more, so 3 in total, which would last 30 days. A similar regime on month 2, so express test days 1, 4, and 7, run the autocomplex generated alongside lymph drainage. But on day 2, use the anti-aging program alongside the autocomplex, or lymph drainage if you're under 30. Now, age 30 is not a cut-off point. It can be varied according to the condition of your skin. So if you've had excessive sun exposure or poor diet, etc., and your skin is beginning to suffer if you're under age 30, you can start the anti-aging program earlier. Or if your skin is in excellent condition, you can defer using that and stick to lymph drainage. On day 3, we use the muscle relaxation program alongside the autocomplex. Day 4 goes back to lymph drainage. The 4th day, again, anti-aging or lymph drainage according to your age and skin condition. And day 6, muscle relaxation alongside the autocomplex. And again, day 7, a new test, new autocomplex and anti-aging or lymph drainage according to age. So again, days 8 to 10, rest and repeat twice more over the whole month. Month 3, again, express test days 1, 4 and 7, generate an autocomplex and run that alongside lymph drainage. But on days 3 and day 6, we exchange the lymph drainage program for RF lifting and go back to lymph drainage on day 7. Again, 8 to 10 rest from using the device and repeat over the rest of the month, so twice more. If you have oily and combination skin, we effectively have a month 4 of the program by repeating what we did in month 3 for a further 30 days. Now, the technical details of the 3 primary colours that we use. Red has a wavelength of 620 to 780 nanometers, which is the international measurement of light waves. The penetration goes up to 3 centimeters into the skin to give health improving effects such as anti-inflammatory, lymph drainage, vasodilator, widening the vessels so that blood can flow through, to stimulate the fibroblasts, the main skin cells, to enhance collagen formation and accelerate metabolism and blood circulation. Yellow has a wavelength from 420 to 495 nanometers and penetrates up to about 1 centimeter. And this produces healing effects such as firming of the skin, improvement of blood circulation and detox, soothing puffy skin, enriching the skin and vessels with oxygen so that it improves the skin color, reduce the effect of stress and improve lymph drainage and therefore edema, which again is puffiness and where fluid has leaked from the vessels and accumulated. Relieves irritation within the blood vessels and can adjust and improve the immune system. Lastly, the blue wavelengths run from 380 to 420 nanometers and penetrate up to about 12 millimeters and produce relaxing effects and soothing, anti-inflammatory and skin itching conditions, cools us down and has a powerful bactericidal effect. And blue light is recognized to help the treatment of acne by reducing the bacteria that causes acne in the first place. So thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, Pam. That's wonderful. Let me just stop.